So, views on Abdallah Sima. Is he someone you'd want to keep? Is he someone you think we can realistically keep? Is he someone you'd like to see long term in a Rangers shirt? He's certainly someone that would fit the trading model. He's young enough. He is good enough, and I think he's a player who will certainly develop at the club. I think Philippe Clement can develop, and certainly that we can uh, increase the value of, and then maybe further down the line sell on for an increased profit. He certainly would fit that trading model. Well, I know there's been a lot of talk about Abdallah Sima after his form this season. And yes, he's gone through a pretty tough patch, but he's shown character and he showed that and came back, obviously, on Sunday with a two top quality goals. Seamer is probably one of the best natural finishers at the club. I think there's a real confidence, isn't there? Whenever Abdallah Sima gets through on goal, that he's going to take his chance. Philippe Clement has also commented that he feels that Sima could actually score more goals, in terms of the fact that he feels that he could be a little bit more selfish at times and actually go himself rather than trying to tee other people, at which he does on a frequent basis. And certainly with these forms so far, he is tracking for around 20 goals this season, which for someone playing out wide left would be a phenomenal total. Certainly scored more goals than Ryan Kent has done. But it seems that Philippe Clement is hinting at the fact that he is very keen to keep Abdallah Sima at the club. Clement was talking to the media. He was talking about the fact that he is set for talks with Brighton. He said that obviously there will be talks, there will be faster talks. He said that, which seems to hint that it could be January rather than the summer that Clement tries to secure Sima on a permanent basis. That is certainly an interesting one. That the uses of the words faster talks certainly seem to be interesting word choices. He praised Abdallah Sima obviously for his work rate, his work ethic, and how he battled back from obviously not scoring for a while, getting back on the score sheet and showing great character to do so. Seamer certainly seems at home in Glasgow. He seems confident. He seems to enjoy playing for the club. He certainly seems to love playing for the club. He's certainly someone who's one of the very few summer signings who's been able to handle the pressure of playing at Ibrox and playing in front of the Rangers fans. Certainly something that Philippe Clement has noted. Sima is a player who can play through the middle. He can play out wide. He has a multiple talents. He's quick. He's direct. He certainly is a quality player. If you look at his stats from this season, and he's done very well, in terms of his stats. 14 appearances in the Premiership, 7 goals, 1 assist. That's 8 goal contributions in 14 games. Europa League, 5 games, 2 goals. Scottish League Cup, 3 games, 1 goal. UEFA Champions League, 3 games, and that phenomenal goal against PSV Eindhoven. 11 goals this season already, which is a decent return, a really good return. Obviously his assists could be a little bit higher, but the goals return is certainly very good indeed. He's certainly someone I would like to see kept. Now, he is obviously entering near to the end of his contract, so there's been talks that he could be as much as 15-20 million pounds, which obviously would put him way out of Rangers' price bracket. However, it's felt that some deal could be done with him nearing the end of his contract. The likelihood is that a lot of clubs will not pay that. They will just wait till the end of his deal and get him for nothing. Certainly not show the same stupidity that Rangers shows, paying money for Cifuentes. We could have had him for nothing in January. But look, he is a good player. He is a quality player. And I certainly, think that what Philippe Clement has been saying is the fact that he will speak to Brighton. He is very anxious to get those talks underway, and he does want to keep Sima on a permanent basis. I would certainly welcome that. Whether or not it happens, will depend on what Brighton want. And we all know that English Premier League clubs do charge rather a lot for their players. But hey, let's hope we can get a deal done. He is good at what he does, and I think could be a very important part of this Rangers squad and Philippe Clement's squad going forward. Philippe also talked about the fact that Rangers were going to La Manga in Spain for a week during the winter break. In that week, they will play a behind closed doors friendly against a Spanish team. No word as to who that Spanish team is, but they will play a friendly during that week of training in La Manga, warm weather training, in a place that a number of teams have gone to, including a number of national teams have gone to. So certainly good news that Rangers are getting out there. And then on their return, a few days before the Dumbarton game in the Cup, to get ready for that, they will play a friendly at Ibrox against FC Copenhagen. But Interesting news nonetheless that Clement seems to want to make this Sima deal permanent. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, guys. Obviously, please continue to check out the video from this morning, which is our matchday news video. And on the way out, guys, if you can smash the like for me, and obviously always remember, we are the people.